prisoner of conscience. That's what I'm going to be talking about today. Arrests are all the rage at the moment. I'm currently following up on several arrest charges. A recent one being that of Darlington Okoye, aka Speed Darlington, arrested in Lagos last week Friday, taken to Abuja to be detained at the IRT building in Abuja based on a complaint by the famous music artist Burna Boy. Well, you must have come across a man who was arrested in Delta State for bathing in murky waters as a form of protest, and rightly so, against the deplorable state of roads in that state. Arrests have been made left, right, and center. Arrest of protesters, arrest of labor leaders, arrest of journalists, and yet the police are afraid to arrest Yaya Bello. These arrests are clearly aimed at intimidating Nigerian citizens and stifling freedom of expression, simpliciter, in my view. Many refuse to come out and vote, afraid to protest, or even to speak out in any way against the oppressive injustice in the nation because they are afraid of being imprisoned and losing their lives. I have been imprisoned several times. I too have loved ones and people I care about. So why do people like myself keep on speaking up? It is because long before anyone imprisons me, I'm already a prisoner of conscience as a Nigerian. And this is why I think every Nigerian should enjoy exemption on the day of reckoning in heaven. Because God should have considered that we've suffered enough. I owe it to my children and their children to give an account of the part I played whilst the ship called Nigeria was going down. And this is why we do what we do. Last week, Aisha Yusufu threw out a challenge on this table right here. She said that if those who have been destroying our nation for 64 years haven't given up, then you and I have no business giving up. And I agree absolutely. I throw out a challenge of my own today. If your conscience doesn't provoke you to rise up against injustice, corruption, and oppression, then aren't you already imprisoned, dead, and buried, despite the fact that you're apparently roaming freely on the street? We are in chains because we are dead to our conscience. If Nigerians began to develop some sensitivity to their conscience and act accordingly, it wouldn't take long before we truly experience liberty and prosperity worth celebrating, and it certainly would take another 64 years to achieve this.